Welcome back to 3-Minute Beer Reviews. Today I'm very excited to try out a kind of different beer than I'm used to. This is the new Glarus Blacktop Black IPA. The ABV is not listed on here. New Glarus typically does not list their ABVs, but you can usually find them on Beer Advocate. Maybe I'll post it in the show notes. But from what I know about this beer, I've had it one time before. It's a black ale that's IPA. So all IPAs are ales, and this is a black ale IPA. And it won for the first time that the Great American Beer Festival had a category for black IPAs. It won the gold medal. So apparently this is a pretty damn good beer. What else does it say? Cruise the blacktop on a ride of black IPA discovery and experience exactly what black IPAs are to be brewed for. Expect this beer to pour a hop-forward jet black glass brimming with aromatic bitterness. Brewmaster Daniel Carey skillfully weaves molasses and chocolate malt undertones with a soaring rush of clean citrus and pine hop notes to deliver a drinkable black IPA. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I've said several times before on this channel that I'm not a huge IPA person. So I'm excited. I think this is the second IPA I've had on the show. Let's give it a pour. Hope there's the world unite. So you can see right away that, like they say, it is pretty darn black. It's also got a nice thick kind of brown foamy head, which looks pretty beautiful. Almost pours like you would expect like a stout to pour. Real thick, brimming, nice head. I'm using a new camera today, so maybe it'll look a little bit better. I know in the past the quality of video I've had is not too great. Let's give it a sniff. So for a beer that's considered an IPA, it smells hoppy, but it's more of a light hop, and it smells more like an ale, like you would expect a straight up ale to smell like. And for a beer that is so dark, it doesn't smell very strong, but notice how the head sticks around real nice. It's been a few seconds already, and it's still sticking around pretty good. It's kind of going down on the top, but you can definitely smell the citrus. I think in another part of the label it says something about licorice. I don't get any of that, but maybe I'll get it in the tasting profile. Let's take a sip. My mustache is getting a little bit of foam in it. It's a really unique tasting beer. When I first tried it, I was expecting it to be super overwhelming, super strong, because sometimes, that's what IPAs are. They're like a little bit too much going on, maybe a little too piney. This isn't like that. It's definitely more subtle than I was expecting for such a dark beer and for a beer that's considered an IPA. It's really a nice profile in your mouth. It's like a good medium body. And you can definitely taste kind of the chocolate notes that were mentioned on there. And when it finishes, you kind of do get that licorice flavor. And there's a little bit of the hop bitterness too, but it's not as bitter as they make it seem. It's really, really drinkable. Yeah, I think if you're interested in trying something new, and you happen to be in Wisconsin, and you have somebody who can bring you some of this, it's definitely worth trying out. Like, again, I'm not a big IPA person, but I do really like New Glarus beers. I know this is going to go over today. I'll probably stop at the 5-minute mark. Sorry about that. But the thing I like about this, and that I like about other New Glarus beers, is that they match, or I should say balance out the flavor profiles really, really well. So nothing is too overwhelming. I think that a lot of beers nowadays kind of tend to do a little bit too much, and this has a really complex flavor profile, but stays really good. I'll give it, let's say 4 out of 5. Solid 4 out of 5. This is a beer that I like to have. I would like to have in my fridge on a regular basis. Take one more sip. Yeah, it's really good. Try it out. Something new, something different. For me, being a pretty big beer novice, definitely an IPA novice, I enjoy this and it's a pleasant surprise. All right, peace out. Workers of the world unite. Solidarity forever.